Hey guys, it's Hillary. I missed yesterday, and I'm afraid that if I don't record something today, I will forget forever. So here I am. I'm in the middle of working. I have to call someone back in 15 minutes, so I figured, all right, let me try to do something real quick. Um, so I'm a tad overwhelmed. Well, I've always wanted to be a speaker. And so a few months ago, I decided to just take an action. So I reserved a room at the local library. Let's see, July, August, September. So it would have been July. And I invited some people and I did a speaking. I did a talk. And it was on what I used to call saying what can't be said, but now I'm saying what isn't said. And it wasn't that successful and people didn't really like it. But before I knew that, I had already booked the one for August. So I booked the one for August. I was all nervous, didn't think it was going to go well. And then the morning of the talk, I changed everything and I did it just in a different way. I compared the phases of my book to, I made a whole chart and I used the chart and I used what I did in my book, and still did, what's not being said. And it was a little bit of a better conversation. Um, After that, I booked another room and it happens to be tonight. But in the meantime, I started doing these videos, which are way more fun, way more easier. And I decided I'm going to do these instead. But meanwhile, I still have to do tonight. So that's why I'm a little bit overwhelmed, crazy, and nervous. Um, and I have a topic. It's going to be called Being Vulnerable. And I have questions. So it's going to be an inquiry on being vulnerable, which is perfect because that's the way I've been feeling all week. And we're just going to inquire about it and discuss it and look at our body sensations and what are we afraid of and what happens if there would be no vulnerability. What would life be like? So that's going to be very exciting. Um, just thought I'd let you know about that. What else? So after this, this is what I know to do when I'm overwhelmed. I will make a list of all the things I'm supposed to be doing, prioritize them, and just do the ones that are necessary first so I can breathe again. So that's what I'll be doing after I finish this, after I make my one call. And the other thing I just wanted to tell you was last night I was coming back from a seminar late at night, and I had heard about this triple E virus in Connecticut that people were dying. So flashing along the highway as soon as I entered back into Connecticut was triple E, avoid dusk and dawn. And I am like, what? I didn't know what that meant. I didn't realize that it was carried by mosquitoes. And so I did look it up this morning, but overnight, all I could think about was great. Another thing to be afraid of, another thing to be worried about. Awesome. But I didn't. I was pretty good. I just put it aside. And this morning I looked it up and I figured out that it's carried by mosquitoes, and that's why, and that's when the mosquitoes are out. And two people have died in Connecticut. So that's just what's so. I, yeah, I am a worrier, and I'm just going to put that one aside because there's enough to worry about right now today without that. And another thing, I saw something posted online. Um, I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of like, what action or what habit can you change today? So I put back on I think it must have been Instagram, that instead of looking for evidence for why I'm unlovable, I am going to look for evidence for why I'm lovable. And I just keep laughing because everything I do, like for example, this is crazy, but if I pee at night, no one could love that. Like whatever I do, it's like no one could love that. No one could love that. So instead, I'm just going to look and see, oh, how could they love that? Or look for. I believe me, I haven't really gotten successful at this yet, but I'm just putting it out there because it's kind of funny. Like whatever I do has been evidence for why they can't. And if you really think about it, like, why would I spend my time looking for evidence for that? I don't know. It's just an automatic brain pattern. So I am going to try to alter that. So anyway, I'm trying to have these not be so long, and yet I just want to keep talking. So thank you for listening. Um, let's see. Don't forget to subscribe. I still don't know. I think you just press the button. I think it's that simple, but you have to be logged into Google. And when I was not logged into Google on my phone and I didn't know the password, I couldn't do it. But if you're on a computer or you're already logged in, if you have a Google account, it should be pretty easy. Don't forget the blog, although I haven't been doing that either because I've been so distracted and busy with the book. Have a little snag with that again, but I'm working through it. So once again, I have to push off the deadline, but that's something I'll talk about on another video. Okay, so thank you. Don't forget the blog, creatinglifeouthere.com, and talk to you soon. Bye.